Well, for an update on the overseas markets and his expectations for tonight's French presidential debate and the market reaction therein, we turn to Ashraf Laidi, Chief Executive Officer of Intermarket Strategy. He joins us from the London Stock Exchange in London. Ashraf, good to see you again. The big debate gets going tonight. You're watching German bonds and French bonds and the spread between them on expectations of this debate. Tell us about that dynamic.
Yes, hi, good morning, Paul. Yeah, I mean, the extent to which the French 10-year yield exceeds the German 10-year yield could be sometime, a reflection of the increased worry that a non-market-friendly event is going to come in, which is either Marine Le Pen, even though being between big quotation marks, between big parenthesis, she is expected to lose the second round. To what extent is she expected to win the first round? Or to what extent will she surprise the first round? And just something about Marine Le Pen. If she wins, if she becomes the French president, that could actually be more dangerous, probably for the markets and for the Eurozone, than what a Trump victory would have been expected or interpreted to be back in November. And one of the promises, or one of the things would be not only to abolish the euro, to take France out of the euro, but to actually not honor French obligations during the euro era time, and that's why the French bonds would be hurt by that. But what we're seeing is that we're seeing the French 10-year yield pushing up higher above, and as long as the differential does not exceed the 70 or the 71 basis point spread, we don't see the euro falling below 105 or 106, and I think that the question is, to what extent would people see her win in the first round as a buying opportunity for the euro and euro assets?
Conventional wisdom and polls can often be wrong. We only need to look to the U.S. election for evidence of that. The conventional wisdom here is, however, is that while Le Pen may have a chance at winning the first round, she has no chance of winning the second round. Do you question that view?
Yeah, conventional wisdom is a dangerous thing, isn't it? And experts, they're not very well liked in London or in France or in your side of the world. Yes, I agree with that view. I think last time I was on the show, I said basically, despite the populism that is happening, maybe in the anti-EU sentiment that is happening on this side of the water, in the UK, I think France, Italy, Germany is not the same. These countries are really considered as core nations of the Eurozone. And we could go on. We could have a whole show about why it is different. And not only that, Macron, who is expected to win. Here's the thing. Macron, who is really favored by the markets and has also some sort of a strong opposition or strong positions against immigration. So he could actually attract some of the camp that could go to Marine Le Pen. Marine Le Pen speaks as, I am not a racist, I am not xenophobe, I am just anti-globalization, I'm anti-EU integration. And yes, and it is important to make the distinction. Maybe the French in 2005, the Dutch in 2005 or 6, they are against closer EU integration, but that does not mean to throw out the euro or to leave the EU altogether.
Ashraf, we know that uncertainty creates opportunity. So is there a specific country or a specific subsector that you would want to invest your own money in?
We've got about 60 seconds here, Ashraf.
I would say, look, I think the French utilities, a French gas sector, I think this would be decent. I think the Germans, you cannot go wrong there, but I think the French would be decent. I'm more of a macro guy, the currency guy, so I do think that probably there are opportunities there for picking up the euro against the sterling and against the Canadian dollar, the euro versus the Canadian.
Ashraf Laidi, thank you as always for some insight on a big day in your part of the world. That's Ashraf Laidi, Chief Executive Officer of Intermarket Strategy. He joined us from the London Stock Exchange.